This week on Cars and Things Restos, we got something special to show you. Good morning guys, we're here at the Holden Bottom Wharf. Welcome back to Cars and Things Restos. Righto, the boys are here. And we didn't do an unboxing, but we're going to do an unveil. Here are the rims that Dave's bought. Some Foose knuckles, aren't they, Dave?
Yeah, yep.
And they are 9.5 on the rear.
9.5 on the rear.
And we've got, how much, measure that setback, that dish, Mick. Looks like 3 inches, is it? 100 mil. Only 4-inch dish on the back. And the front one, you got a front one?
Yeah, here's the front one here.
Here's the front one.
Frontage.
You can see a beginners put that on the...
I did it to put the valve in, Dick.
Oh, righto. Righto.
About 70.
70, so they're the front ones. So it's got 2.5, nearly 3 mil on the front. Righto, we're going to whack the tyre on the front one and we're going to stick it on, see what it looks like. We have a new addition to the team. We got Jasper here, and he's going to be our cameraman. Push, no, just push it down again.
And then it goes out. Yeah. Why didn't it do it?
Worried about the wheel nuts for it. You can't use them. And they're 716.
Maybe in town? 10:30. Or fucking racing to get some.
So I'm going tomorrow. Okay, never meet the Lord on the day.
We'll just put this here so we know next time. Bit dirty, mate.
Yeah, lady drivers to watch it.
The only reason he wanted me to come out here was to fucking wash it.
Oh, no, brake pads in there, Dave.
We just need a guard on it. Just need a guard on it to get the full effect.
So those ones I got from Good Deal will work. I don't know whether Super Cheap do them other ones.
We just go. Good Deal open till 1 or something today.
Yeah, they usually.
So,
Two of them look alright. I don't know. What do you reckon? Oh fuck yeah! I wouldn't put 2 in one. We might fucking go and get them and just have a look and see what they do.
Yeah, David, what are your thoughts? Let's have a look.
if you get back a bit, you baby.
Yeah, it looks pretty fucking okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna look shit alright. Fucking
It's going to look good. Oh, David.
Oh, I'm feeding your face, no worries.
That's alright. What this turned up?
A new recovered dash by JP's trim,
Here he is.
and he's going to install it.
Hi, mate.
Got to get something done.
You smiling again?
Yeah, mate. I certainly do.
Yep. I had a day off yesterday, I had a wisdom tooth out, so
Well, you're doing alright today.
feeling pretty good today.
Got the Nurofen. Hammering it in again, what?
Everything, Panadol, bit of everything.
Gonna do?
And he'll do the jobs. Nice, come up nice. I'm happy with that. Yep.
There we are. Slide it in. Dave forgot to film it. On you, Dave. Hey, he's hilarious, isn't
Mate,
he?
you're mucking around with the Brock.
I'm doing my own shit. Yeah.
You're hanging onto the dashboard. So we just need to get a few other bits around it just to make sure that where I've wrapped everything around, it's nice and neat and tidy. And then we should be right to continue on.
Gotta find them.
Pretty cool, Nick. I hear there's already an order for another one.
Yeah, maybe Craig might be walking one. Yeah.
Right, as soon as Craig says it, he'll want one. That's looking pretty schmick. So she's in. Happy, mate?
Right, happy with that. It sits nice. Everything's sitting how I want it to across the top of the dash. And once you get the lower dash section in, if I have to come out and adjust anything, I will. But it should be right.
It's cool.
I just can't wait to see it when the gauge cluster in there and everything finished off now.
Oh, there was someone else saying that. Me too. You watch. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up.
Yep.
We've done fuck all today.
Chopper. Went shopping.
Went shopping.
Went shopping.
Went shopping for wheel nuts.
Finish the wheels yet? That's right.
I've got one tyre to do for him.
Dave's getting shorter.
It is too.
Yep.
Now that's inspiration there. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
It really is.
They're looking
Start
good.
saying that, you start saying, oh, let's get together.
Yes, yes. Just like putting, like your first fire up. You put the wheels on, it's a similar sort of inspiration.
Every time we fire it up, it's the first fire up, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah. It's that long in between. Yep.
That colour, the screen doesn't do it justice when you see this colouring in real life.
True, mate. You should open the door.
Even better in the sun.
You open the door so that the sun come in.
Get some wheels on it, be able to wheel it out soon.
Oh, you could, yeah. Back to Dave's tonner. Oh, by the way, I showed you guys our LS, LS2. Got some more news. We just picked up another VE Commodore for that to go in for our burnout car. So in the coming videos, I'll show you that when we get it, pick it up. So what am I doing today? Right, well, Dave's putting the pressure on me. He's getting towy now. He drove the ute to the car show and he's going, come on, let's get this thing done. So, which I wanted to. I'm sick of it. So I'm not sick of it, but I want to drive it, to be honest with you. So we got the dash in. I hope I've already put the the video up of covering the dash. So we'll you'll see that. If you haven't, you'll see that in an upcoming episode. So now I'm just sorting all the dash instrument cluster out, getting it in there, making sure it works. Okay, so I've hooked up a alternator wire, which I'd forgotten to do. So now I have that. And I've just hooked the battery up to it. Wiper motor works. And I just, hang on 1 second. And there we go. Look at that. All lights up. Looking pretty sweet. We got 11 volts there. Oil pressure's off the dial. I don't think I've hooked that oil pressure up yet. I need to look at that. Because it shouldn't be read. Oh, I've got to calibrate them. That's right. There's a little button on them there. Can you see that? So I'll get the instructions out and calibrate them. Hopefully that's all it is. So there we go. That's all working. That looks sweet. I just cleaned all that up, put that in it, and I'm just about to put the rest of the dash part in it. Alrighty. I'll get stuck into that and show you what the dash all looks like once it's back in. Righto. Keep knocking it out. Rightio guys, slowly chipping away and getting this dash in. Okay, so we've got our fascia on. I haven't got the screws to screw it in yet. Have to get some screws. It's not a problem. We've got our Toto big screen in there, which is going to fit in there nice and sweet. Hopefully I've got a surround to go around that, I think. So Dave's going to get a USB port that'll go in here that we'll plug that into. So it'll just look like that, but it'll fit in there nice and neat, hopefully. We looked online, we can get them, so that's good. So alrighty, that's how I'm probably going to do the screen. It's going to stick out, but it's a big screen and they do that, and it's quite different to everything else. So looking sweet. Just another thing, I chucked some sound ender up on the roof. I didn't do that, and I was watching Barnsley's build. If you haven't seen Barnsley or heard who Barnsley is, go and check his YouTube channel out, Barnsley's build. He's doing a WBU. He's doing a really good job of it. Doing it all on his own, mind you. And I saw that he did it up on the roof. And I thought, geez, that's a good idea. So I've copied him. Good on you, Barnsley. Good job, mate. Thanks for the info. So that's just going to insulate the roof as well and stop the drumming in the car. So, oh, sweet. All right. We're just getting along there. I might clean all this out and just about ready to put the carpet in. Getting very close, but I can't put the underside of the dash on yet. I've still got to paint the surrounds around the steering column and do that and screw all this in. But it's actually looking pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy. Dave come around and had a look, and he is just over the moon. All good. We'll keep knocking it out.
Got our booster all done, and now we have an issue where I did actually think this was going to happen. I didn't actually check, but I thought this was going to happen. This is a WB booster, which is similar to a Commodore, which here's the master cylinder here, which is on an angle which is different to HZ, because HZ are straight across, and you can mount the master cylinder, the wheelwood master cylinder, straight to it like that. But because they're on an angle, we can't do that. It won't allow us. So we need an adapter, but no one seems to make an adapter for it. They make adapters to suit the firewall and make a booster delete, but they don't make one to suit the master cylinder to booster. So if we have a look here, that's one that I fabricated many years ago on Brothers Ute here, and I made it like that, and all I did is made it out of the original master cylinder and a bit of plate, which is what I'm going to do again. Just thought that some would have made one by now. Okay, so what I have to do is I need this part here, this bit here that goes onto the booster. So what we do is I'm going to cut this off straight through here, and then I'm going to get a bit of aluminium plate here, and we're going to make it suit the master cylinder, the wheelwood master cylinder, and then we'll weld that to this in the right spot, and we'll have our own adapter. All right, I'll get stuck into that and show you what it looks like when I'm finished. There we are. There's our two pieces. So that's the piece off the brake master cylinder. We had to cut that off of there. So that's the bit that's going to go into the brake booster as such. Like that. Oops, sorry, look through the camera, dickhead. So that's going to go like that, or it can also go like that. But what I may have to do is cut a section out of here for the bolt. But let's see how we go anyway. Okay, so there's the other piece of 10mm alloy that I've made to go onto the master cylinder. Needs cleaning up a bit, but I've just roughed it out. It'll go on as such, whichever way I want to put it, make it look nice and neat. No, it doesn't matter. So it needs cleaning up a bit, but it's going to do the job. So now what I'll do is I've got to work out the angles of how it goes under this to be straight, and that's got to be in the center as such. We're going to need to do a bit of doctoring, but that's okay. That's got to go on there like that, and I've got to get it like that. So what I need to do is take a bit out of each edge to get the bolts and to be able to get the nuts to go on. So a bit of doctoring. Alright, okay. We'll get there. A little bit of doctoring. That's what it's going to start to come out look like. So what I've done is I've scribed the line across there square, and I've got a line scribed across there square. Now what I want to do is get those two lines matched up, and what I'll do is I'll drill a hole through both of them. I'll clamp it together, drill a hole through both of them, and then I'm going to put a couple of bolts, put some thread into here, put some bolts, bolt that to there so it's in the right spot, and then we'll carve out the back of it. We'll carve out around there, and we'll weld all that together, and should be good enough. See how we go. There we are. That's with it all screwed on. It sits up there like that. So I haven't drilled my holes here. I'm going to do that last. Drill them and tap a thread in them. So now I've got that all located, I want to go and I'll take it off. Rightio, so what I want to do is I'm going to go and weld it along there. I'm going to clean out that gap there. So I want to weld it along there, around there, and I'm going to give it a good weld in there and around there, and it shouldn't go anywhere. So that's the goal now. So as you can see, I've just cut the bolts off flush at the back there. So really all they are doing is locating it for me. So I've just put them through there and threaded, tap the thread in them. Probably could put one down here, but it's bloody very, very fine. So it'll be right. I'll get some weld on it, and then we'll start cleaning it all up. See what she looks like. Alrighty, so yeah, I just went up to the panel shop, welded this up. I'm not the best aluminium welder in the world, but it's welded. I'm trying to clean it up now, see if I can get it nice and shiny and look half decent. You're probably not going to see it. As you can see, here's the one on the Z, the HX Ute. So you can hardly see it in the back there, but I'll polish it all up. It's looking pretty neat. Yeah, well, there's what it is. So I'll get it all polished up, and then I'll fit up, and then I've got to make me holes for the Woolwood Master. We'll see how we go. Give it a bit of a lick. Alright, so the next step is I've got to bore this out. I've got to go in about 5mm in there, because it recesses, the master cylinder recesses back in. So I've just got to go back in 5mm into there, which should be 5mm of that there. Still have plenty there, and that'll let me recess the Woolwood booster master cylinder back in there. Alright, there we are. It's all bolted on, and it looks pretty reasonable. So now I've just gone and flared the brake pipes. Make sure you put your fittings on before you do it, which I did. And now we've got our Woolwood proportional valve, which will bolt onto there. I haven't got a bracket yet, but at least I can bolt it all up. There we go, all bolted on. Just got to make up our lines coming from the booster to the proportional valve. I've only got one fitting, so I've got to get some more fittings and I'll make those lines up. And then I'll probably need to make a bracket up coming off of there. If Dave hasn't got one, I'll make sure of that first, but that'll sit there pretty sweet. And we'll have brakes. All good. Right, here we go. Pipes are all on. Got all them on, and I just got to make a bracket up off of there down to here now. Fluid in it, it's all bled. I've got all them all bled. And we've got a bit of pedal there now. No, it's pretty firm. Only thing is, it does go down a bit. I reckon I need to extend my rod in here by 5mm, which is not a big deal. I can do that. But one thing I wanted to tell everybody is these screws here, stainless screws going into aluminium. Whoop. Are a big deal, guys. Just when you do them, like put a little bit of anti-seize on them. Put them in there with a bit of anti-seize, grease, and don't do them down too tight. They do have a rubber on them, so they've just got to be nipped up just so they don't lock up in there. Just ask me how I know, because I have had dramas with the ones on the HZ when we were away at Bright, and mate, they nearly didn't come undone, I tell you. So with a bit of anti-seize on them, that'll stop them from locking up in there, and they'll come undone every time. Rightio, I might get into making a new one of those pins to see if I can get a bit more travel. Okay guys, just a reminder about the 5,000th subscriber draw. I'll show you. We are when we reach 5,000 subscribers, we're going to go in and do a random draw to all the subscribers, and there's two prizes up. First prize will be this scan tool, which is the SC530 scan tool, t-shirt, hat, stubby holder, sticker, and a hoodie of the person's size. And second prize will be the OBD2 scan or code reader and a t-shirt of their size. So if you haven't subscribed, please jump on and subscribe and go in and draw to win one of those once we reach 5,000 subscribers. Thanks for coming along. Make sure you jump on and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.